Hello everybody, I'm professional wrestler Chris Wilde, and this is the first and probably last edition of Eagles News Now's Unsolved Mysteries. Today, we look into the disappearance of a young man's game. Jose Joaquin Arcega Whiteside was an outstanding athlete out of Stanford University. He had all the makings of a great NFL wide receiver. From 2016 to 2018, he put together a career of 135 receptions, 2,219 yards, and 28 touchdowns. His senior year in 2018, he started 12 games with 63 receptions, 1,059 yards, and 14 touchdowns, averaging 16.8 yards per catch. This got the eye of the Philadelphia Eagles, who were in need of a young wide receiver. They would pick JJ Arcega Whiteside in the second round with the 57th overall pick. Fellow Eagles wide receiver Alshon Jeffrey had a lot of the same traits that JJ Arcega Whiteside had. Each of them were known for getting the hard-to-catch pass, the 50-50 ball. So it made sense that the Eagles would draft Arcega Whiteside as a possible replacement for Alshon Jeffrey down the road. That came sooner than he expected. In Week 2 of the 2019 NFL season, Alshon Jeffrey could not play the game against the Atlanta Falcons due to injury. This gave JJ Arcega Whiteside the chance to show why the Eagles drafted him. But in that game, he didn't do anything. And in Week 3 against the Detroit Lions, where JJ Arcega Whiteside once again would start, quarterback Carson Wentz threw up a beautiful pass that would be the game winner. A ball that JJ Arcega Whiteside caught hundreds of times throughout his college and high school football career. But on this day, we noticed that JJ Arcega Whiteside's game had disappeared as he had dropped the ball and the game winner. Throughout the rest of the season, the Eagles were ravaged with injuries at wide receiver. Arcega Whiteside would total 10 receptions, 169 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown in Week 13 against the Miami Dolphins. Now the question is why? How did this man's once promising career, seem to disappear? Some would say that it was a nagging injury that he did not disclose for most of the year. Others, and conspiracy theorists, would say it might be a case of body snatching. That's right, that the young man you saw at Stanford University was not the same young man you saw in Midnight Green with the Philadelphia Eagles. Or could it be just a frustrating rookie year? Even though fellow rookies like DK Metcalf and Terry McLaurin that were drafted after JJ Arcega Whiteside had amazing rookie years and helped their teams in tough situations, DK Metcalf came into Philly and put on a show in the playoffs. If you ask me, all answers to these questions will come in the 2020 NFL season as JJ Arcega Whiteside once again has the chance to prove that he belongs and maybe prove all the conspiracy theorists wrong, and that this is not a case of a body snatcher, but just a case of an injury. I'll leave the rest up to you. Thanks for joining me today. I'm professional wrestler Chris Wilde. Stay healthy, stay safe, go Birds, and I'll see you later.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand